Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome back to some more AutoForge. I need to figure out... Oh, magical essence. Oh boy. How am I going to do this? So we've kind of got this set up. However, this... putting out 30 per... So this is maxed out. I can potentially go further, but as far as the new numbers go, this is done, so I don't need to do more. I'm going to throw this on. We're going to take the power transmission off, because I can actually at least research this one. The rest are going to require higher essences that I don't have access to. Kind of. Let's see. Okay, so what I need to do is more or less remake this entire thing, probably here, and extend it downwards. Let's see. Because we wanna get started on the next tier of research, and oh, I was in combat mode. It's like, why is my cursor wrong? Yeah, we want to just extend this whole crafting setup. I guess I'm gonna crash and give myself some fall damage here, aren't I? Well, maybe. We'll see. I think this is close enough so that, yeah, don't have a hard landing. Let's just destroy the stalagmites while we're here. Because I'm going to have to tear up this whole area eventually anyway. I might as well just get started on that. I'm going to have to work my way around. Get slightly distracted as my wife texts me about houses. Let's see. And yeah, just clear all this stuff out. Obviously, I'm probably going to have to leave a portion of this completely empty and untouched. The other thing I'm going to have to do is we are going to want to route silver and mana in here. Because I believe, unless I'm mistaken, oh, I can't jump that. I mean, here, I'll just put a ladder up. There we go. Do I have a single distiller. Let's put this down because I need to make magical essence. So I need gadgets, power relays, and silver ingots. Silver ingots are easy enough, but gadgets and power relays, I don't know. We looked at it this in the previous episode, but I've forgotten. I've got other things. So gadgets are iron gears, cranks, and mana fiber. Easy enough. And power relays are mana and iron ingots. So I think what I should probably do is just pipe the silver ingots down and the mana down. The easiest, best thing for me to do is actually move some of this stuff. Because I've got this whole plank factory. But I think I'm going to want it a little further back. Let's see. Rotate that. Might as well have these here. There we go. Obviously, this is a little limited in space, so I can't do too much more than this, but that's okay. We'll probably find alternative routes. Because just put that there. Okay. Plank. 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 Eventually, we'll run out of these things, but hopefully not anytime soon. Okay. So. Mana. Oh. Put that there. So, tricky part is I actually haven't maxed out this mana mine. I might as well get that started. Well, and by get that started, I mean probably rip this up and change this around. We might actually just want to get rid of this whole shebang here. Let's see. Can't get rid of the other one. That's fine. I might have to reroute the wood too. I'm gonna just put that there. Because we want, like with every other deposit I'm working with, we want this to be as maxed out as we possibly can get it. Oh, am I completely out of these? I am. What do I need? Iron? Iron. I got a chest full of iron. Though my inventory is looking painfully full at this point. Let's see. Yeah, let's pick all these up. Because I'm going to have to snake my wood through. There for the time being. There we go. Oh, right. Forgot to make more of these. Okay, now that's obviously going to take a little bit of time. But yeah, I can probably fit at least 2 layers of these. I could probably also fit a splitter here. Let's see. So in that case, I'm just going to put platforms here. So I can actually get around. Should probably also tear up the whole garden dealio, but I can do that later. Okay, do we have the combustion drills? 3 of them. Yeah, they're going to take a little while to craft. What if there's a way to rotate in the opposite direction? Maybe. I just have to make sure I don't have anything untoward ending up on the line. Let's see, where's my... It's here. How far can that go? Reasonably far. I think I'll put it here. There we go. Because, yeah, I want to... I want to make sure that none of these output in the wrong direction. Everything else is good. So, question is... Yeah, this doesn't have any fuel. Solvable, though. Put these here. Alright. So far, so good. So I've got plenty of mana being pumped in. Now here's the problem. How do I smoothly get this around? Probably do a couple of pipe bypasses. Because, yeah, we're going to have to squeeze a lot of this. Oh, oops. Went too far, actually. Yeah, let's tear up the crank generators at this point. We don't really need them here. Okay, go back here. What am I carrying around that I can drop for the time being? Bunch of mana that I don't need. Bunch of wood. Okay, that at least gives us plenty of inventory space. So, I need to get the silver to... I need to get the silver and the mana here. Okay, torch is in the way, but that's fine. Okay, good. And we make the bypasses automatically. Oop. But this doesn't have a bypass. Because it can't. It absolutely can. What are you doing? It just didn't feel like making a bypass for some reason. Okay. Then we're just going to pipe this down. Oh. It was rotated. Yeah, so we're just going to extend a mana line here. And then split. Because we want to make sure that each of these has at least space for one. So I can do a splitter and a bypass to kind of spread them out a little bit. We'll have to figure it out as we go along. Oh. Yeah, speaking of bypasses, here's another one. I'm gonna move it out a little bit further. Okay, from here... Why... What are you doing, dude? Oh, these are both bypasses. Ay. There we go. Okay. And then this will be the one for silver. Which I'm going to have to figure out. Looks like I'm out of pipes. Well, conveniently I'm right here. Might actually want to grab 2 stacks of it. Let's see. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm gonna tear some of this up and see what I can do with it. That there. Yeah. Piping is a small nightmare. Okay. Like, it's always been a bit of an issue, but here it's tricky because I kind of can't see what's going on. There's a lot of layers happening. There we go. Okay. So now we've just got silver. Grab these. Extend platforms. Alright. There we go. So now all I need is just single splitter. And we got silver set. Now obviously silver can be extended dramatically compared to what I've been doing, but this is good enough for now. Okay, I'm not seeing any line cross-contamination. So I think we can comfortably make this work. Does mean that I'm going to have to tear this whole business up, which I guess I might as well do sooner than later. Because, yeah, this is just going to be in my way. Let's see. Oh. Was that a chest with, like, a gazillion silver in it? It was. Okay, we need to fix that. Because otherwise, that's just going to be an issue. Oops, not the glass. I lightly need that. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to move these around, but at least we have a line for silver. We have a line for wood. And we have a line for iron ingots. Let's see. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out later. So next order of business. I need to figure out how the heck I'm going to be able to turn this into a functional factory. To make a wide variety of resources. This might be one of those that we have to actually kind of Oh. Maybe what I do is actually start having kind of walkways between kind of the, like, how houses have pipes in the floors and ceilings. Would be a bad idea. Okay. Because technically I have unlimited space for what I'm doing. There's no reason for me to be super compact. So I need to make... Well... Yeah. Do I just go full spaghetti? I think I'm just going to go full spaghetti. Let's go find another stack of platforms. Make this work. I was making them... Oh, right. I was literally next to it. Okay. So what I'm thinking is, we already have the setup for gears and... for... Let's see. I already have the setup for gears, and I already have the setup for... cranks. I guess the question is, what else do I need? So if I'm making... If I'm making gadgets, so I'm going to need an iron gear, iron crank. Oh, God. Okay. Because each of these outputs 15. So that means I'm currently crafting 30 of each. If this requires... If this can only make 3.7 per cycle, then that means I'm going to need, what, 9 of them? To take that entire output, which would give me a ton of gadgets. But I'm probably going to need it. Okay. So that's gadgets. What about power relays? That's just mana and iron, so that's easier. What about mana fiber? Silver and mana. So I might want to put on the lower floor and pipe it up. Kind of bring things between. Yeah. Do I put it here? This feels kind of cramped. And yeah, I can no longer make the jump currently, but it's fine. So, yeah, do I? Because I'm only going to need to make 2 of these. Because if we're hard locked on power relays. Oh, craft time 3 per minute. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to need five of these assemblers to match these 2. Or, yeah, Oh god, the math on this is awful. Because what I want to do is make sure that my distillers are getting vaguely equal amounts of everything. And trying to balance that is head math that I don't want to do. Okay, so once again, power relays, oh, okay, so it just requires silver ingots, power relays, and gadgets. So yeah, let's make a bunch of assemblers. What do I need? Iron, probably. Nope, don't want to do that. Let's see. Also want to pick this one up and move it. ideally, we want them to be right next to each other. I'm going to need 5 of these. To match... Or, no. Yes. I'm going to need 5 of these making power relays. And I can also skim. We don't have to have them all be the same. Okay. There. And then I might just have to... I mean, honestly, the bypasses aren't that expensive. We might want to automatically make some bypasses. They don't take long to make by hand. But still, okay. Run these here, run these here. Okay, making the bypasses, but we're making the assemblers. There. Okay. Oh, and the bypasses makes 2? Oh, because it is 2. Yeah, I guess I can do that for getting around the power relays. It's a little expensive, but not the end of the world. Okay. Oh. Hold up. Iron ingots. It's not silver. Well, at least I didn't clog the lines. The other... Oh, if I want the... Okay, let's think about this for a second. Because I need to make wire here. Yeah, okay, so I was actually correct in what I was going to put here. We're going to do the power relays on a floor lower. Probably. So I'm only going to need 3 of these. So I guess we don't actually need that. Or maybe I do. Let's figure this out. Okay, first and foremost, let's get the whole wire business set up. So 3 of these to 2 of these. 30-30. So... put this here, extend it there. So this is our... mana crystal output. And then I'm going to have silver here. Okay. So I got that. Now I need, honestly, just make some more assemblers just while we're here. I'm going to need 5 of these suckers. To make what I'm looking for. Well, yeah. This is going to be ugly. So this is to make gadgets. Oh, it requires 6 mana. Okay. Well, it's fine. So what I'm going to need is this here to cut down 1. Okay. Nope. There we go. And then we're going to have this cut up and over on top of all of these. Then we're going to do the same thing with these. We're going to have this go up and over. Going to have this pipe here. Okay, good. And we don't have to worry about power relays, at least on this section. Lower section, we will. Okay, then I'm going to need to pipe this stuff here. Get rid of this. Grab another one of these. Huh. Torches in the way, maybe? Or power relays? I don't know. This whole thing got awkward. Got awkward and was connecting strangely. What is it doing? I think there was an invisible bypass in there. Okay, I'm just going to do that. Problem is, I'm going to have to destroy this one, so let's get rid of these. There we go. Because I don't need the torch there. So let's take a look. This is stuck for some reason. Maybe because I was rotating things. Hard to say. Okay, so I've got planks going down. I've got wires going down. Got those going down. So now we just need to clear all this stuff up. So this is just to make the gadgets. But I think we're making gadgets now. Perfect. I don't have any... Yeah, I don't have any more of the floppy disks. I'll definitely want to go looking to see if I can get a little bit more of them. But the problem is a lot of them are probably locked away underground and I have to go find them. I wonder if it's one of those where you can eventually make them. Probably not. I'm assuming they're just a reward for exploration, which I have not been doing much. Oh, come back, beautiful music. This is definitely one of those games I'm going to want to buy the soundtrack for. I've been trying to do that recently. That I'm trying really hard to de-Google, which I know sounds silly considering I'm running a YouTube channel, multiple YouTube channels. But like the thing is, I can't de-Google that. There's no alternative. You know, there's Twitch, but like, as evil as Google is, I think I hate Bezos more. Okay, so we want to make a distiller. I'll probably just put them here. Okay, so we need gadgets, power relays, and silver ingots. Luckily, we can just have those piped from below. Or actually, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to have these loop here. Because I'm trying to keep these vaguely on par with each other. Okay, so I'm going to need 3 lines beneath. The easiest one is going to be the silver. So I might actually just want to pipe up now since we have the line already built. Okay. Extend that there. There we go. So now all I need is just the power relays. So I need to make roughly 30 power relays per minute. Okay. I'm also in the dark. I guess I should, wherever I have these, like, weird gaps. Oh, we can tear this up. There we go. Okay, so if I want to make a power relay, unless I'm mistaken, power relays are silver ingots, which we have. Okay, power relay. Yeah, it's mana and iron ingots. Do I put it on this floor, or do I just make a new floor? That's a question. I might as well put it on this floor. I think I'll just pipe the mana below, because otherwise I'm not really using this space. And I want to just clean it up as much as... I want to keep things kind of as dense as possible. Obviously, we're going to have some serious pipe spaghetti going on. But there's worse things to have. Yeah. Okay. Problem is I'm going to have to start it here. Yeah. Okay, so how much of these can I put out? I'm sorry. 3 per minute? Oh, boy. In that case, maybe we go this direction. I'm going to need some distillers. Okay, wait, hold up. Craft time 3 per minute. Oh, but yields times 2. Okay. So let's put a ladder here. Ladder there. Okay, I want to take a look at this. So this is outputting 10 per minute. I have 3 of them. This is outputting 10 per minute. So I'm going to need 3 distillers. So in that case, I'm going to need... five assemblers. Stagger it back just a little bit. There we go. Okay, then we're just going to go back over here. Just continue all of these lines down. For the sake of my own ability to parse what the heck is going on. So I'm going to need to split here and here. If I can reach it. Okay, I guess I'm going to just split my silver to make room. Okay, this is going to give me mana. So I'm going to pipe up. And over. We'll have to go get some more pipes. Whoa! Music just cut in. Unless that was my headphones. Oh, it could have been my headphones. Every once in a while my headphones just randomly cut out. And I don't like it. It's not usually an issue, but sometimes it's a surprise. guess this is one of those situations. Okay. So next up, power relays. The irony is I'm trying to make these. Okay, I have plenty of inventory space. Let's go clear out some of the junk in my trunk. Can I actually reach this from here? No. I can get to it. Because yeah, I have these red mushrooms that I don't need. I have more soil, which I don't need right now. Same thing with the sand. I have a fair amount of rock. There we go. That's better. Grab more of that. Alright, power relays. Okay, put them here. There we go. Yeah, so the grid is maintained except for this section, which is scuffed, but that's fine. Okay, so you're just making relays. Oh, the iron ain't moving for some reason. Just go double check that. Something happened with the bypass, maybe? Shouldn't be too long. There it goes. Yeah, I just didn't want to go for some reason. Okay, so let's see if this whole shenanigans works. Let's see, while I'm here, considering this is kind of a blank space, let's put some ladders here. Plunk that there, plunk that there. Point these upwards. Okay. Yep. Okay, so we've finally got magical essence going. I'm gonna actually tear up. We don't actually need this loop, but it's fine. Okay, so now we can take a look at what's in the research queue. Let's see. Increases mining efficiency, which is kind of tempting. Researching speed by 10%. Let's actually start with that, followed by the mining speed. And then look into power relays. Magicite and that? I don't know. Okay. So the problem I really would have at this point is just the fact that some of these are going to become increasingly expensive. You know, it's 180 essence for some of this. Actually, no. Now that I'm looking at it, it doesn't look like it requires that much more mechanical essence. Like, once we get to this point, it is. But hopefully by this point we can just set it and forget it and walk off and go off and do other things. Maybe. Or I'll have to expand this. There's ways that I could have made this a little bit more efficient, probably by moving it down a floor and giving myself some more room. This area here is obviously kind of a wash. There's not much going on. So in that case, I don't know, put the crank generators here. Sadly, the crank generators are really necessary. The other thing is, I guess I could put some just random assemblers here to, well, assemble stuff. So, like, I can't actually just have a power relay chest again here. Considering this isn't really doing more. You know what? Let's limit it to 1. Just in case we actually need the power relays for something. I don't know what I need gadgets for. It's probably a common crafting resource, but slight nightmare piping it anywhere else. Yeah. Is this outputting as fast as it possibly can? Because it feels like my limitations here... No, none of these are having any downtime, so maybe we're fine. Yeah, I think everything's being used kind of at a regular clip. It's just a matter that the mechanical essence has been stacked up this entire time, and so it has more room to kind of empty out. So looking at this, this is the next issue. I think I need more furnaces. Now, I think we have a limitation on how many that we can actually fit in here. And we're going to run afoul of that kind of quickly. I'm just going to move the big iron, or the stacked iron chest here. Grab it. Let's just move it over here. Let's see. Because, yeah, my iron isn't as well utilized as I think it could be. And this is going to kind of overdo it. But maybe that's okay. I just wanted to auto bypass more. Okay. Just put a really jank splitter here. Let's see if this works. I mean, it should. There we go. That's going the correct direction. Go here. Go here. Put these there. Get like one more forge down. Yeah, because each of these should be... Yeah. Maybe it's just because these have a ton stacked up in... it's probably just that they have a bunch stacked. We did get extra drilling efficiency too, so maybe that'll be somewhat responsible here. I don't know. One way or another, it's better to have an overabundance of forges, because it costs me nothing. You know, if the lines run dry, then so be it. I think the one thing we might also have to consider is, well, we're definitely going to need another wood line sooner than later. But it might be one of those that we go exploring and go find some other, like, major nodes. Kind of leave this as is. And come back way later. Okay. Well, all things considered, you know what? Here's my... Here's this. Let's... Nope. That's why I can't build anything. I'm just going to build a chest and put in most of my random crafting ingredients. Pipes. These things. That's good enough. Let's go back to the surface. Let's go pick some things up and go probably pop as many of those spawners as we can, because I'm going to need more shadow essence. Yeah, we do have a surface-based mana. What is this? Mana conduit. Oh. Guide entry, mana conduits. Power sources spread throughout the world. They offer a small amount of power that increases greatly through infusion. Infuse a conduit, you must feed it through mana. Feed enough mana directly into its physical output. Oh. Okay. So it's another way for me to make large quantities of power. Well, first and foremost, I guess let's... clear this out. Okay, we got the research speed done. Not a lot of mana here. I'll have to figure that out. I haven't exactly built anything on the surface yet. Let's see. Yeah, they're not going to delete my ladders, are they? Well, luckily I can use ladders to just completely bully them. Yeah, like at some point I'm going to need oil out of this. Or I'm going to need to be able to harvest more oil. But that is not today. This will give me plenty of that shadow essence we need. There we go. Build it. Switch it. Perfect. Yeah, we're just going to break all of these. Seems like there's even more stuff down below, but if I'm going to need a ton of shadow essence, then I might as well get it. Oh, they're very jumpy down there. But we can leave that for later. Health looking fine. Yeah, I figure if I have a bunch of essence... well, we might have found some things. New deposit there. Stay down. There we go. I don't know what this plant is either. I don't see anybody else. Question, can I... okay, we can craft a hell of a lot of torches. Might as well make all of them. I don't know what we need oil clot for. This just... oh, it's more silver ore. Ooh, and a thing. A couple of things, in fact. A lot of things. Okay, let's deal with the interlopers first. I'll figure everything else out later. Okay. Go back to combat. Keep slapping these guys. Yeah, there's a fancy chest there. Which I can contend with in a moment. Yeah, I want that upgrade chip. I want to get rid of the spawners. Eventually, hopefully, we'll be able to build our own. But maybe there's some other way of getting large quantities of oil. Okay. I don't know why I'm mining in this direction. The way I came from was perfectly fine. But it's okay. Okay. Gets me another bit of tech. Yeah, let's just build a ladder here. Yeah. I don't know how deep it goes. Very. Well, I don't see why not. Ooh, you're spooky. Okay. They're thinking with portals. I don't like that. Void chest. Eh? Okay, I can break these. Oh, is it where the portal boys have been spawning? I wonder if the void chest is a... It might be one of those that lets you transfer resources from afar. Let's stay away from that. Okay, you know what? I don't know what these guys drop. Oil, void matter. Oh. Maybe I shouldn't have destroyed all of those. Oh well, we'll find more. I'm just here to explore. Because eventually we can probably extend the factory out this direction. Okay, so this is mana deposit. What I'm looking for is more wood, frankly. But I'll take what I can get. Well, we have more of these guys, right? What's up, chumps? Okay, maybe they didn't actually drop what I was looking for. Oops. Ooh, that's a thing. Surprise. You thought you were safe. You were not. Okay. And yeah. Oh, interesting. Oh. Okay, break a bunch of stuff. Bunch of machines over here. Somebody else's base. Okay. Well, I'll get them. The lighting and line of sight in this gets kind of funky. Okay, so interact. Oh, it is a crank generator. It's just a really scuffed looking one. Mana bullets. And a mana turret. Yeah. Grab the wood chest. Might as well, I mean, I might as well grab all of these. Get rid of the slimes. Yeah, because I might as well extend. Is this another iron deposit? Oh, I'm running out of power. Nope, more silver ore. Okay. Oh, but you know what? Even if I'm out of power, we have a solution. Damn. It permanently takes everything it receives. What does that mean? I have no idea. Alright, we're gonna get the crank generator down. What do you mean I can't interact with it? Okay, being out of power is way worse than I thought it was going to be. Oh, it's fine. So we can just come back the way we fell down. Easy enough to just rebuild to the surface, unless I run out of ladders. Which is a concern. Nope, looks like we're good. Yeah, so I've got a lot of silver out here. Question, can I make some power relays? Can. Put the ancient brick there. Give me just enough space for this. Okay, this recharges me slightly. Yeah, I have no drills. Let's go back down. Let's drop things off. I'd like to connect to the actual base. I think we're going to need to wait on that. Okay. Oh, I just can't seem to interact with any chest or structure. That's an interesting issue. Alright, so now that I've taken a bit of a break, fixed my bugs, and found a solution. You can move this around. It is just something I have to turn off in the menu. Somebody probably noticed that in the previous video. Anyway, while I was, I don't know, talking to my wife, I was just digging out. Base connects really nicely to this. You know what? I'm actually going to go here. This is kind of the baseline for my power generator area, but I might as well actually just extend this across. Kind of. I don't even know what I'm going to be doing out here is part of the issue. So, also the tutorial says conduit tapping. Feed enough mana and prime a conduit for infusion. But by infusing it past, we will trigger an invasion. The problem is I don't actually know how invasions work. I guess what I can do is just save beforehand, because I don't know where they're going to invade from. I'm in a position where I can kind of just cheese this. Oh. Yeah, the power network's not looking too hot. We're definitely burning a lot more than we're supplying. Maybe that's okay. Let's see. What I have in my inventory. What have I been doing? I've been researching a lot of stuff. Might as well add vulcanization to the list. What we really want is advanced extraction. That'll get us the energy drill. Intermediate conduit tapping. Fluid transportation. Power farming. Batteries. Batteries might be good. Yeah, let's go for that. Unfortunately, a lot of these are just going to require a lot of management. And yeah, it looks like the issue is mostly just that we're only generating so much magical energy. Oh, actually, it looks like our big limitation here is lack of wood. Or lack of planks. Ow. That help. Okay, and then lack of silver. Silver is solvable. Kind of. And it's mostly solvable. I think what I'm going to do is just have huge lines out here. Oh, I do also have that disc I should spend. Let's get the silver at least somewhat maxed out. Because yeah, I'm certainly not utilizing everything. Oh, and I need more platforms. Of course. Need more platforms. We also need more chests. I'll start the chests on my inventory. Platforms we're making plenty of. I mean, do we want to grab both? Maybe. Okay. Guess I'm going to need a couple of these. Put these all here. Other direction. Okay. So that'll give us some more silver. Technically, half of these furnaces are going to end up being underutilized anyway. But that's okay. Let's see. More forges, more drills, the rest in forges? Yeah. Because I think I'm going to want to cross platforms on this entire section here. So why not? Let's see. Can I get that there? Yeah. No reason not to. Okay, well this processes. Let's go get some more iron. Oh, grab another stack of 2 and iron. Let's actually go down here. Okay, so what do we want to do? So we can unlock none of these. I'm going to need planks. Cranks. Curious about going up. Glass. Repair tools. More cranks. A lot of cranks. Let's see about going left. So I'm going to need a hell of a lot of planks, but I think I was storing them somewhere. There we go. Let's see. Plank. Plank. And then I'm going to need more void matter. But that's okay. We've got a bunch of locations to explore now. And we've got a little upgrade. So trash slot to the inventory. Find seeds in the wild more often. Base harvesting power and speed. Let's see. I can roll. Crafting speed by 50%. Sword and blast projectile power. Max health. Personal crafting of ingots and other forge items. Ore sparkles are unique per ore type. Running speed. Interaction range. Transfer items between containers and inventory. Oh, it's an upgrade. Resource scanning while using the map. The monsters drop items. More items when you kill them. Hover in the air by pressing S. We haven't found the... Wait, trinket points. But we haven't found any. Heck. Well, I guess I'll grab overclock. Because resource scanning while using the map is going to be arguably the most useful thing. I don't have enough chips for it, but oh well. Okay. So we still need to go work on the silver, but at least things are looking a lot better than they were. Okay, shockingly, I can actually fit more furnaces in here. I mean, who am I to say no? So in that case, oh, I'm probably going to need more stone. Wait, but this is more stone. Okay, so that's kind of an ideal situation. Yeah, I'm just going to continue this down until it more or less runs dry. Because, yeah, a lot of these are still getting resources. I guess the one other issue is we are starting to run into a wood bottleneck, and that is bad. Is it? Okay, so here's the issue with the wood bottleneck. It's somewhat illusionary. Because I can actually just pipe this. Like, part of it is purely just that it's all coming out one line. And so if we had faster pipes, this wouldn't be an issue. Does mean we're very quickly hitting the point where let's see. Yeah, do we want to actually... Just going to do that. So it's just this one that's no longer running. Just have that go there. I don't know. They're all going to kind of get stuck. Okay, the wood line is looking a little bit better. Namely, at least the silver has plenty of wood. Silver also has plenty of silver. Alright. So this has largely solved this bottleneck. For now. Yeah. Mana's kind of good. Everything's fine. Heal back up. Yeah, so it's mostly at this point we just need to spend... Or we need to explore. Is the tricky bit. It's really why I wanted to find another one of those chips. So I could actually, so I can do the resource scanning, because I think what I need, most desperately, is another wood vein. Which I know sounds kind of silly, you know, mining for wood. Why would you do that? And yet... Okay, I'm just going to extend this. So I'm over here now. We've got this whole area between that might have some things in it. Oh, right. There was this. This thing. A glowing strongbox. Pocket watch battery. Unlocked. Interesting. Yeah, let's keep looking in these areas. One, because I just want to know if there's anything here. Two, you know, kind of in case. Okay, that's looking a lot better. There we go. I don't know. Do I just connect this? Eventually, I'm probably going to harvest this whole area and turn it into a personal, into like secondary factory zone. But ain't right now. Okay. So, I guess let's go back. There's at least one more node. Probably also harvest this stuff and put it back in my inventory. Well, back in my inventory. Put it in my inventory. And kind of connect over here. I'm just going to have this consistent line going through. And I might actually want to build a couple of these layers. Whoop. Okay. So that is the one risk here. Okay, entering the shroud makes me take damage. Not in the shroud, though. Thank you. Okay, so that means we've kind of hit our limit. Yeah, I should have maybe thought about this. Okay, there's soil there. Grab this stuff. Open over. Where's that silver mine? Oh, reachable the other direction. Yeah, mostly trying to check for any chips that I might have left behind. But I might as well also make sure I've cataloged every single node. Now this is not the node, it was the other one. Unfortunately, you have to mine it first. Okay, anything here? No. Yeah, so whenever I find one of these nodes, I need to mine it just briefly. Okay, we've got sluggies. Actually, we've got a hell of a lot of them. Excuse me, sirs. This is unappreciated. Go away. I'm exploring here. Alright, there's one. Oh. Okay, so it looks like this is like a whole place. Oh, it's got a treasure chest. Unfortunately, a lot of the treasure chests haven't been, like, super duper amazing. Just some nice resources, but nothing, like, game-changingly cool. I kind of wish these games would actually give you, like, a treasure chest with, like, a random higher-tier piece of, like, loot. But instead, it's just stuff I've already found a couple of times before. Okay, so we've got a bunch of biters, fighters, and other things, but nothing I care about. So we'll just leave them to their own devices for now. We'll come back and finish them off later. I think we're just going to head back. I think I've tapped this area for now. All it's tappable. Yeah, still generating plenty of power, but it is going to be a more enduring issue. Oh, you know what? Mana fiber and cranks? Or just a bunch of mana fiber? 150 mana fiber? Yeah. Should have a bunch of these. Oh, but I also have too much stuff. Okay, put these away. Vessel pup? No clue. Yeah, I should figure out where I had my silver. Or not my silver. Or where I put the remaining fungal network stuff. Should also, I don't know, there's a lot of things I need to kind of sort away. Otherwise, I could also just destroy them. That is like another option. Okay, that's stone. I think that's everything from my inventory that I like need to get rid of. Yeah, so it looks like we're kind of at max capacity for sending these resources out. Actually, it looks like iron is an issue. But yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to get more iron out of that vein. It's tragic because I don't think we found more iron. Yeah, we got silver, we've got mana, and we've got more silver. And more mana. Yeah, so there might be something down. and left. Okay, unlocked region to explore. Okay. So that's all of my void matter, but now we have access to a bunch of locations. Let's see. That's kind of good enough. So I think at this point, it's a good stopping point. We've explored a bunch. We've got a lot of things going. Science is slowly going. And the main thing I'm going to need more than anything else is just my tubes to move faster. I'll give me some movement speed bonuses. Monster caretaking. Farming tools. Turret damage. Turret reloading. Station recharging. There's got to be a better pipe, probably. A mana core. Pipes, pipe bypass, battery, plant support. Intermediate power production. Ooh. Yeah, collector. Yeah, martial essence. None of these seem to be an improved version of the piping. So I'll have to figure it out. I could also look into the power relays, because I think I can make them now. Oh, but I'm going to need quartz. Which is doable, it's just a whole extra chain of resources to mess with. Okay, at this point I'm going to get rid of these. We don't need them there. Oop. Don't fall to my death in my own base. I like the fact that these just float here. What's physics, anyway? Alright, yeah, I was going to say thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. We'll come back, we'll, probably get into conduit tamping. I've been avoiding needing to do that because I have, unlimited power via cheese, rather than, you know, built-in legitimate means. Because, yeah, I could be running some kind of super farm, I suppose. To generate large quantities of biomass and wood. I think I might actually want to work on that. Seeing if I can expand my power network to infinitely self-propagate more seeds. But since we haven't gotten the option for that yet, or since I haven't put the time in, my current system is kind of fine. Let's see. Anyway, yeah, I guess with all this said, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.